Welcome to this video. Today's topic, how to complete a maintenance application form in order to obtain a maintenance order in your favor or in favor of your children. On the screen, you will see an application for maintenance order, complaint in terms of Section 61A of the Maintenance Act. This form is obtainable from the government website in front of your screen, and after you have downloaded the form, you obviously have to complete it and take it to the maintenance court. The maintenance court dealing with your matter could either be the one where you reside in your area of magisterial jurisdiction, or in the area where you work. You have a choice. Obviously, the one more convenient to you should be the one that you will be making use of. If you are not certain which maintenance court falls under your area, I advise that you approach your local police and they would advise you on the maintenance court. When completing this form, please bear in mind that it is completed in affidavit format. Therefore, all the information which you provide has to be correct. You start off with providing your name, in this case, Kate Wellington, your date of birth, ID number, work and residential details, contact numbers, and the next part you deal with the party who has to pay the maintenance. In this case, it would be the spouse and the father of the children referred to below. You do the same, home address, work address, contact numbers. If you want to, please insert the email address as well. It may be useful. The reason why you are taking the other party to court for maintenance, the defendant is legally liable to maintain me because you are married to him, and to maintain the minor children because he is a biological father. The third point, when do you want to obtain the maintenance? My apologies. When last has the other party paid maintenance? In this case, April 2025. And the other party has not contributed towards the following. You include it in the specific section. And the fourth part, you deal with the amount you are claiming. In this example, the wife and mother is claiming 5,000 Rand for herself and 2,000 and 1,500 Rand for the minor children. You obviously have to insert the details in the section. When do you want payment? Immediately, of course, and thereafter on or before the first day of each succeeding month into your banking account in favor of Kate Wellington, that's you. What else do you require? Medical aid and daycare expenses, whatever else is relevant to your case. The next section, you have to deal with your income and your assets. In this specific example, Kate has no fixed assets, fixed property, or investments. She has some savings. Her salary is 5,000 Rand per month. There are no deductions, and she comes home with 5,000. This next section is the most important section in my view, because if this section is not properly completed, you have challenges later on. So therefore, complete it as best as possible. Here you outline or unpack the various expenses for you and the minor children. If there are expenses that you are incurring and which you do not find on this form, you can insert it below. If there are expenses which you are not incurring but which you wish to incur and you are including it in this form, make a note next to it and say not incurring, however require. In that specific manner, the court and the other side will know that you require those expenses but you're not paying for them because you are completing this form in affidavit format. And furthermore, in this example, where Kate earns a salary of 5,000 Rand per month and her total expenses is 10,500 Rand per month, it does not make sense. So a lot of these expenses Kate is not necessarily incurring, but she would require the maintenance court to make an order for the other side to pay it. What we sometimes do is we unpack all these specific expenses in a separate document, a spreadsheet, and having done so, you can stipulate in here somewhere, please refer to spreadsheet marked A or document marked A. If you do it in that specific fashion, you can explain these are the items which I am paying for with my 5,000 per month. These are the items which I cannot afford to pay, but which I wish or require the other party to pay. In that specific manner, the court would be well knowledgeable about your specific circumstances. Once you completed this form, you would either take it to the maintenance court if you're not already there, and the maintenance court would process it. Many times they require a copy of the minor children's birth certificates. On a recent matter, the maintenance court wanted to see the original birth certificate of the minor children before they would have processed this application. What do you do after you've issued this application? Firstly, you wait for a date from the maintenance court for when you have to appear, and the other party would have to appear as well. But in the interim, you record all expenses for you and the minor children since you launched the application. If you go to Pick n Pay and you have a receipt, keep that receipt, work with that document. In that receipt, there would be certain expenses for you and certain expenses for the kids. In some or other way, outline it on a document so that you can explain to the maintenance court, this is our grocery bill, this is how much is spent on the minor children, this is how much is spent on me. Obviously, it's not possible for all items, but you follow where I'm going to. And in that specific way, when you do appear before the maintenance officer or the maintenance court, the court can easily understand your specific case. That is the long and short on how to apply for child maintenance, and we wish you all the best in that specific regard.